From the land down under, with the rock at its centre, comes the little Aussie watchman. Until today, the weaponisation of racism. We live in an Orwellian age where the weapons used to bring down leaders and ideas are not only weapons and guns, but weaponised language. Logic and reasoning have taken a back seat to the labelling of people and groups as racist, sexist, homophobes, xenophobes, bigots and misogynists. This weaponisation of language has been on extravagant display in the latest US election cycle. Nearly every single day in every single Western mainstream globalist-owned newspaper came the steady stream of grenades, shoulder-fired missiles, hollow-point bullets disguised as intellectual, rational discussion. Instead, they were base lies and extravagant stories and claims of racism, sexism and bigotry. Who were these racists, these sexists, these bigots? Why, anyone who doesn't believe in the same moral and social morals of those who own these new mainstream media newspapers, who are virtually all on the so-called left side of politics. Let me be very clear. In my mind, there are no left and rights in politics. There is only anti-God policies, neutral policies, and pro-God policies. Pro-God beliefs can be found on both left and right of the political aisle, but the majority are found on the right side of the aisle. Of course, there is much on the right side of the aisle that has nothing to do with God. Placing racists and those who do not believe in killing unborn children in the same group is unbelievably disingenuous and makes a mockery of all who try to place people in groups in order to attack them. These same newspapers who claim all who disagree with them are bigots are in fact guilty of the greatest bigotry of all. Not only of bigotry, but of baseless smears and lies, all aiming for the goal of destroying the integrity of the other side's position. Regular accusations of hate crimes, KKK influence, anti-Semitism expose the glaringly inability of the left to win a race based on the truth. It has to peddle in outright lies and distortions. Their bigotry is unparalleled. They are glaringly intolerant to people with ideas other than themselves. They attack without mercy and constantly. Tony Abbott's prime ministership was destroyed by the media as they continually labelled him as a sexist bigot. Poll-driven hysteria, which many are now realising is rigged against conservatives, was the catalyst that allowed Turnbull to rise to power. Many are now realising that Tony reflected more of the values of the average voter, while Turnbull's policies reflected those who control the levers of media. No wonder they attack the former with glaringly deceitful claims of sexism and bigotry. The true bigots are those writing the opinion pieces and the editorials. Fortunately, Trump did not fall victim to the same mainstream bigoted media propaganda. The bigoted newspaper elite no longer control majority opinion in the US, a finding to be celebrated across the world. Racists and sexists apparently are under every rock, behind every chair, and in every bed across Australia and Middle America. The finding racists and sexists everywhere tactic of the mainstream media is wearing dramatically thin amongst an electorate that are getting increasingly sick of a smug media telling them that they are racist, sexist and bigoted when they are not. It is time the media was shown the collective door and returned to the shadows from whence they came. It is time for the weaponisation of language to be undone.